hands and protect yourself at all times. Touch glove and good luck, okay?
Corrigan Hall in that fight. Tonight taking on JUMA CHOKI, who you see in the green trunks. He's coming off an 8-round split decision over the 55-fight Tanzanian journeyman Nasibu Ramadami in June of last year.
I'll go for the second one, yeah.
The 10th fight in the pro career of CHOKI, the 11th fight in the career of PIALA, and the 100th fight of the commentary career of BRYX Boxing Bully. Congratulations, Barack.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Pleasure to be here. Looking forward to 100 more. This weekend.
Good work here from CHOKI.
Fired off with that right hook there. PIALA.
Not too many feel-out rounds tonight. This might be one.
Of course, almost every fighter in the tournament has some experience with tournaments, broadly speaking, in the amateurs, but CHOKI actually has some pro-style tournament format experience. He won the 2019 Tanzanian King of the Ring tournament, which you will not find on BoxRec, but if you dig deep in the bowels of the boxing internet, you can track it down.
Corey, you own those bowels.
The man just not willing to commit, not wanting to make a mistake. The first one to draw blood.
Good left hand to the body there from PIALA.
I think PIALA said, okay, I'm not going to take a step back now. I got to stay in range in order to, hit my target. And that's what he did there. He didn't move back.
PIALA's described his style as technical and calculated, and that's what we're seeing here in the early going. He's not going to waste punches. And frankly, he's had to fight that way on his way up because he's never faced a fighter with a losing record. You mentioned the fight against Nakano. That was in a bid for the OPBF featherweight title. And if you know anything about the Asian scene, that is a serious title that you have to win over a very good fighter if you can pull it off. So PIALA and CHOKI have had very different paths to the tournament here.
Hence the 2 losses on his record. But he came up the hard way.
Yeah, he's a well-schooled fighter, isn't he? Maybe one more would be helpful, but I mean, it's refreshing in this day and age of entourages.
Right. Or hearing 3 different voices at one time.
Oh, it's madness.
In the corner.
Oh, good shot.
Great time.
CHOKI coming out much more aggressively here this round. A little bit of experience dealing with bigger opponents in the past as well. He went 6 rounds. The outstanding Uzbek amateur, Luabilo Tursunov, was actually a part of our 140-pound bracket here at the Grand Prix. He's getting some good work done here in the second round.
Yeah, he's come out very assertive, hasn't he? Good with that jab. Just stepping in with it, that's the difference.
Good body shot there from CHOKI as well.
Good left hand as well when he committed to the attack. PIALA just waiting a little bit too long here. Having to play catch up.
Well, at a certain point, and maybe the second round isn't necessarily the time to ask that question, but you might want to have in the back of your mind, this hesitance that maybe we're seeing in PIALA, is it the fact that he is right now?
Only he can answer that, unfortunately, but I think it could be a factor for sure. But also, if you're used to boxing longer distances and so on, then working you into a fight, you can't afford to do that with 6 rounds, of course. You have to start a bit quicker. And being a thinking fight is okay, but he might have lost the first, he might have won it. It was a close round. But if he did, and he's losing this round in a minute, get 2 rounds down in a 6-round fight, he can come back, but it's more difficult, of course.
Yeah, the first 2 minutes of this round, Choki didn't give him the chance to be first. He's being first in every exchange.
You got to just to make your misses not enough. You got to fire back off it.
A nice left hand over the top there from PIALA. Only Filipino representative in this weight class as part of the Grand Prix. There's a left hand in return there from CHOKI. One right down the pipe. See PIALA kind of grimacing in frustration there, getting caught by that shot. It was a very good round for Tanzania's JUMA TOKI.
And that's not the first time he grimaced like
All three judges at the moment.
And this is where it should, the open scoring should help you, because now he knows he can do more, so he has to do it, because he knows, if he loses this round, then he says that's it pretty much. He's done.
I think PIALA's trying to turn it up now. He's trying to be first with the jab.
You've got to take away CHOKI's confidence. So when he throws that jab, especially that one to the body there, which is a little bit slow, do that.
Good right hook there from PIALA. PIALA's brother Rodex PIALA is also a 10-1 super featherweight. He could have been in this tournament as well.
I think he felt that.
Yeah, he did. He got buckled by that left hand.
Didn't look heavy though, did it? Clean.
CHOKI's having a lot of success. You know, we pointed out him being first in the majority of these exchanges, but he's also being last. He's setting the table and then wiping away the dishes as well.
I hate to be a stickler of small things, but
Took him all the Saturday, that was good.
PIALA, when he's stepping in like he's walking with his heel first instead of on his toes stepping in. And that just makes you a little bit slower and harder to move for a counter.
What that does more than anything else, you can't retreat. Because it plants your foot straight away, yeah.
Yep. Don't like when I see fighters do that.
He's boxing well here, isn't he, CHOKI? Lovely work.
Yeah, I think the threat of that power, some of those left hands there, it's not like they were landing flush, but they were making PIALA step all the way out. They didn't look good to viewers. PIALA respecting the power of CHOKI after getting buzzed earlier in this round. Now he steps to the inside looking for a body shot, but he got countered by a better right hook from CHOKI. He just has everything working right now.
CHOKI's pretty good on the back foot and moving forward. Good block.
CHOKI's punching.
Yes. Got a little closer. PIALA slipped a nice left-handed.
The more you do that, then you want to try and cloud your opponent's brain.
We'll have you do a promo read after this fight. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't think it'll go down very well. I'll do it in Welsh.
Stiff jab again there from CHOKI. They were stressing speed in CHOKI's corner.
I would say rhythm more than speed.
Yeah, you almost feel like CHOKI doesn't have to change much from what he's been doing.
I don't think so. And like you said, Brack, he's almost as effective going back as he is going forward. Got caught with the left hand there, but even when he gets caught with shots, he almost rides it, doesn't he? Takes the sting out of the punch.
Yes, he's not taking anything flush.
Missing over the top of the counter to the body there from CHOKI. Just runs PIALA right into a stiff jab again. Look at this combination from CHOKI. She found a rhythm and a flow here in the fourth round. You know, that whole sequence we just saw and then the roll under, like that's the one you clip and put on your Instagram reels, right? You have that one pinned.
shots came up a little bit short by Choki.
All right, let's send it over to Claudia Trejos. Claudia, what are you hearing in the corners right now?
A lot of comfort. They're very comfortable with what Choki's doing, but they want him to even add more TNT to those punches and finish this fight before the last bell.
Claudia, that's my job.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
I was summoned. I was summoned.
Interesting that Choki's corner has that level of confidence that they're even thinking about pressing for a stoppage here. Nice counter right hook there.
But he's sort of doing what PIALA should be doing. Like every time he throws a punch, he's firing back off it and just taking away his confidence. You see it there, he threw the jab, he looked at half step back.
Oh, there it is. Beautiful right hook. And that will not be scored a knockdown. And we'll take a look at it in the replays. Maybe there was a foot entanglement there, but it looked like there was a cuffing shot.
Maybe?
Could be.
Could have been.
I mean, that wasn't it.
That pulling behind the head. Yep. Back to the ear.
For more rounds, the scoring is.
We listen to the Thomas Driver for the scores.
36 twice, 39 to 37. Unanimous for the green corner, Choki.
So here, JUMA Choki, comfortably ahead. (40 to 36, 39, 37. And 40 to 36 are the three scorecards in favor of JUMA Choki.
Nice little right hook there from PIALA. Just can't build off any success, can he?
There's again that big sweeping right hook from Choki, the one that landed behind the head there. Landed in the appropriate place. So PIALA is now aware that he either needs a collection of knockdowns or a knockout to win this fight.
I mean, you never know, but all signs would point to no. Let's be honest, he hasn't been able to land clean enough and often enough, and doesn't look like he has that natural power to do it either.
And like I mentioned earlier about his footwork, it's just was slowing him down just a little bit, even though he came in good with that left hand.
Left hand to the body.
Choki's got to get back on that jab. He's a little bit faster though.
I think he heard you, Coach Barry.
That's good, claiming commission.
Closing in on the final minute here of round 5.
Again, good right hook there from PIALA.
PIALA judicious in his output, but what he has thrown this round has by and large been memorable. The question, as always throughout this fight, is has it been enough? Certainly applying a little bit more foot pressure on Choki here.
I think he's done better in this round, doesn't he? You're right, I think he might have done enough to win this round.
Closer round, for sure.
It's a good shot.
30-second horn. We haven't seen any confusion about that in a little while. I think they might have had a word with everyone backstage. Big left hand over the top there from Choki. No confusion about what that was. That's just a flush shot. Taken by BRYX PIALA.
Right, with the referee saying it, with the instructions in the beginning of the round, I guess they're getting it now.
Seconds tick away here in the 5th. Best round in a while. Quick right hook there from Choki. That comes PIALA, but he's met with an even better left hand from Choki immediately.
And that's one of the good things about open scoring. I'm not sure if I like it or don't like it, but I mean that's one of the good things is you might think you're losing, but he knows for a fact that he is. So he has to go for it.
punching, you know you need a knockout this round.
In steps Barry for this one.
Barry, when you watch other fighters,
I wouldn't have got to this point. That's the trick. You don't get to this point in the fight and be so far behind if you can help it.
Yes.
And if you just got to keep fighting, haven't you? That's it. I mean, all you can do is try and win every round.
Yeah, and I think you have to believe, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
boxing in general is a collection of audacity, basically.
That's right.
I could put people down. I couldn't keep them there.
If you could set up a shot that they don't see, maybe we can get a knockdown on stoppage.
PIALA's gunning for it. He's walking to the inside here. He's landed a couple of hooks, one to the body, one up top there a moment ago.
But CHOKI also knows that he doesn't have to make any mistakes. He doesn't have to push the pace. He's just got to be safe.
That's what PIALA should have made him pay. You made him miss 3 shots. He came into you. Let your hands go.
30 seconds remaining in the contest.
PIALA's picking up the aggression.
JUMA CHOKI trying to take the victory lap.
Grimace on his face.
See, and when you step like that also, you're telegraphing that shot. He's literally, see that step? That's telling what's coming. That's a bad habit.
And that'll do it.
Undefeated, JUMA.